Hello everyone, Darren Green from Work in Progress Coaching here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Coming to you today to talk about a book which is phenomenal. It's a book and a concept that I think is hugely powerful. It had a great impact on my life, and I think it would be something that would be a phenomenal idea to read for yourself. So let me get into it. The book is called The Slight Edge. It's a book by Jeff Olson, and the premise of it, or my take on it, is all about the power of incremental gains. So many people will be aware with the phrase in terms of incremental gains, and how they can compound over time. Now, generally what we talk about is financially. So if I put £10 into a savings account every single month, and I increase that £10, £10, £10, £10, there's a level of interest that will be on that, and generally what you'll hear in financial circles is compound interest. So that interest continuously compounds upon a greater value, because after the first year, say you get 10% return on that £10. If you invest in property, you might actually get that. You're certainly not going to get it in an ISA at the moment. But say it's 10 quid, then at the end of that year, you'll have £11. Now you're say you get 10% the next year, you get 10% on the £11, not just the 10, yeah, etc, etc. But you're also adding in 10, 20, however much every single month as well. But I guess that's only one way that you can compound incremental gains. You can also have that compound effect is also apparent in any day. In everyday life. So whether you're into health and fitness, diet, learning new skills, honestly, you can apply this principle to absolutely any concept. Something that you're looking to achieve, understanding this concept and really embracing it will help you do things even on the days when you can't be arsed, you're struggling for motivation. So let me talk you through it. Hopefully you can see it. The lighting's not great here, but effectively there's two paths here. One is about the choices that we make every single day and multiple times throughout the day, and it could be the smallest decisions. So sometimes I think success is from one great event happening, like going into a meeting and smashing a presentation, and then you've won the contract, and that's been the thing that's changed it. But in reality, there's lots of small decisions that happen along the way, which combined create that actually end outcome. It's just the problem that our minds focus on that one thing, because it's easier to simplify it down to being one or two things, like key things that have actually made the difference. The truth is, it's about every single decision that we make throughout the day. Okay, so in terms of trying to break this down, the easiest analogy, and I think Jeff Olson talks about this in his book actually, for me it's about diet. So say the difference between eating an apple a day and eating a Mars bar a day. Okay, it's just a simple analogy. Occasions I'll be eating a Mars bar, but if I ate an apple a day, after a month, after a day, after an hour, you're probably not going to make that much of a difference. If every single day you ate an apple versus someone that ate a Mars bar, the difference is going to be pretty minimal. Yeah, you can apply that to anything from a diet point of view. If I eat a McDonald's every day for a month, again, the gap's probably going to be relatively small in terms of my overall health. But, and this is time I should say across here. So over a long enough period, if you continually keep making those bad decisions over a good decision, that gap will start to widen. So you can see that absolutely makes sense. And just to kind of draw your eye to it, I've done a comparison here in terms of 1%, giving 1% extra every single day as opposed to 1% less every single day, just to show you the difference in terms of your outcome from it. So if I gave 1%, if I had 1, we're all starting at 1, And if I give 1% extra every day to something and focus on something, for 365 days, I will end up with a figure of 38, which in and of itself means absolutely nothing. However, if I give 1% less every day for 365 days of the year, I'll only end up with 0.03. So the gap is tiny here for the majority of it, but at the end of the year, does it compound, and is the evidence really, really stark between the 2 points? And I would argue yes. So I guess all of these little decisions that we make are actually the really big decisions, because they create this world for ourselves. So say we want to lose weight. If I challenge myself to go to the gym every day, right? You might not get to the gym every single day, by the way, but if I'm going to the gym there, I'm going to suggest that you're on that line. And if you don't go to the gym one day, then you maybe drop. If you go to the gym the next few days, that's great. As long as you keep getting back on it, you're going to be driving towards that path. Okay? Similarly, it's true as if you don't. If you fall off and you don't, well, the fact of the matter is, you need to exercise in order to maintain your physical health. To think you can control it through diet alone, it will be very, very difficult. You need to be able to move, physically need to move, and it will get harder as you get older. If you think you can control your physical health just solely through your diet. But if you're eating Mars bars at McDonald's every day, I suspect if you're eating McDonald's every single day, you won't need a year in order to see that difference. From my experience, I don't want sues from McDonald's here for that. But yeah, effectively, you're going to see that stark differential over a period of time. The problem is, in the moment, we think, that can't hurt. It's just one Mars bar, or it's just one McDonald's, it's just a treat. And